Oh, that's good late. All right, looks like we're live. Let me go to. I don't know if I can view chat on here.
I'm
Can
able
you
to.
view? All right, yeah. If
I
you say
can look
something.
at it.
Jesus, I left for a second. Okay, welcome, guys. Let's chat about the market. I got Corrector and Ostrich Trader with us. You can see Ostrich Trader.
What's going on?
No. So, damn it.
So fun day to be in the market, guys. So, I mean, definitely rough. If anybody had large positions, yes, we're all feeling it. This is, if your particular stock had no news, you shouldn't be worried. I mean, this is a natural correction. And if you know what you own and you believe that what you own is going to be the winner, then hold your positions. It hurts. It hurts like hell for us to all average down, which I'm doing personally. I'm hiding in SPAC land. I'm happy to do it, and I'm writing SPACs that are very close to their NAVs. And if anybody's not familiar with SPACs, get familiar. But basically, they will offer to purchase your stocks back right before the merger. A kind of a funny story is I got with Hillion at the time the stock was trading really, really high. He didn't understand what he was doing. He clicked yes on his broker and sold his shares for $10.50 a pop. I think it was trading at, 20 something dollars when he when he clicked yes. But long story short, they have to. The SPACs have to put this offer out there. So when it comes to SNPR, TDAC, guys, we're so close to the NAV. It's borderline ridiculous. Um, Options, when it comes to options, I mean, we all just need to kind of put our big boy pants on and understand that options are volatile. I mean, there's no riskier game to play. And I saw kind of some things that were going on today. And if anybody wants to sit down with a calculator and do the math on option kings, his leaps, his shorts, this, that, and the other. If you had short-term losses over the last, couple of days, which I don't know what position you were in that you didn't have losses, we're all feeling it. I'm down 70 grand, and I was just talking to Iceman, I've never felt better about my positions because I liked them where they were a week ago. I fucking love them where they are now. So it's one of the hardest things in this trade/profession is patience. I mean, it's so hard. We all want to see same day, massive gains.
Of course, we do. So,
It just doesn't work that way.
right?
Everybody needs to understand that this is a slippery slope that we play on, and you have to see through the red, and that's where I encourage people to do your own due diligence, understand what you own. And I mean, if you were buying some hyped up bullshit from the beginning, well, fucking shame on you. I mean, come on. Oh, know what you own. Understand the growth factors, what determines the value of a stock. Growth is huge. Value is huge. So if you're betting on, and I'm not saying they don't work. The trades don't work. They do. We see it all the time. Pure speculation can send a stock through the roof. But at the same time, do the math, figure out that the value of what you own as well. So, I mean, I get that everybody had a rough day. We all did. Iceman did. We all did. If somebody had a green day today, good for you. You have to see through the red, buy the value, and hold. And
Yep. Okay, so
we don't say that
we're
because we don't believe in it. We're up 400% this year, and we're going to be up another 400% next year. So it's tough. Days like this make or break us. And if you fold and you sell, that's it. That sell is locked in. There's no erasing that. It's a done deal. So when it comes to options, you definitely gotta. If that's making up more than 10 to 20% of your account, you're wrong. And if one is making up more than 5%, you're in the wrong again. You have to diversify.
Yep.
You have to play by the rules. If you don't play by the rules will get you. So, just because.
all right. I'm muting you. I'm muting you for a minute. You gotta let your boss talk.
No, he's
Fuck.
doing good. He's doing good. I'm ready. I'm fired up. I'm ready to tell you.
Yeah, I
to
love
fuck
it.
off.
He's
I'm
he's
fired
firing
up.
me
He
up.
did a good job.
All right.
He did a good job.
Keep going, Kevin.
I'm unmuted.
Yes.
He's more calm
I'm
than
just
I
saying,
am right now.
This isn't for the light of heart. And I mean, I saw some things about what this service provides, and I just want to stress that, like, if you're red, we're red. Okay.
Bigger red, most likely.
Probably way bigger red.
I guarantee I lost more than Caleb did.
We don't put what we put out there lightly. And for anybody that's curious about other services, I hate to break the news to you. If we don't already subscribe to all the services that you might even be fucking thinking about, like, I don't know which one we don't already belong to. I mean, I got usernames and passwords for about every one that I've ever fucking heard of. And we kind of average them out, guys. We soften. We know what's bullshit. We know what's not. We know what's a pump stock. And that's the one thing that nobody could ever say about this group. We've never pumped one stock for any bullshit reason.
Maybe we should.
I mean, ever. And you join these other Discords, oh my God. It's like an IV they're force feeding you about this one stock you have to buy. If you don't put your mom's life savings in this one particular stock, you're a fool. Like, this is not what this group is. All right.
Even
We all
Motley
share the
Fools does
risk,
it
we
too.
share the burden. And I mean, all I can say is weeks like this, I don't give a fuck what position you're in, what index you're in, what sector you're in, you're getting burned. Okay. The only way that's a loss is when you sell. And that's what I'm watching today. Like, a lot of what I saw was stupid. Just stupid. People are locking in losses. I mean, in my world, I just kind of give one of those, like, thanks, I guess. You know what I mean? I look at some of these plays that are going for pennies on the dollar. It's a buying opportunity. And not all of us are green to the point where we have that extra capital laying around. And this is where it gets difficult. So I'm always going to preach, stay the fuck out of margin. If you're not stupid loaded with money, stay the fuck out of margin. Because days like this will burn you. And I'm not in margin. Iceman's not in margin. But what we were talking about today was we love all of our positions. So when we put these positions online and nobody's forcing you to buy these, we're just saying, hey, this is what we're doing. And maybe we don't always explain why, but believe me, there's reasons why we're buying what we're buying. Days like today, so we're down on Rocca. Rocca's been tough, RACA. We're not down a lot, though. So today we're looking at a 3-4% loss on Rocca, and it sucks. And Iceman and I...
All right. I am going to cut you off here. Just for a minute, buddy. So, guys, I just want to reiterate, right? So everybody's red. But, guys, and please re-say this in the room, right, for everybody's question, but for 3 weeks I've been saying, we're looking at red. We're looking at red. It's coming. Right, Craig? Right, Tractor? Don't you think? I mean, and, guys, for anybody that thinks tomorrow is going to be rippy, like, why? Because it was so far down today? No, like we're going into a.
But tomorrow's not. Yeah.
Yeah, they just released news that that's going to be this is going to get harder with the Senate vote. That's not good. And guys, this morning I told you guys I was like, and I didn't take any puts. I just load up on my TDEC and my SNPR and IPOE. like Caleb said, right, or Ostrich Trader, they're so close to 10, they can't go any lower. And like they're worth that until merger. And at point of merger, they will offer you $10 per share. So that's they can't go any lower than that. But protect your accounts, right? But we've been saying so if you see people bitching in the room, be like, watch the fucking videos. They've been telling us for weeks. Like, and King, you know what? King posted 4 puts. And people are like, well, can we start posting some puts?
He never posts.
He did.
He never
Yeah,
posts.
but he did. He
No,
he
I'm saying,
posted 4.
but that's my point. That's what I'm saying. That tells you something. He never posts puts, and he's posting 4 in one day.
Unfucking mute me.
I did.
And I couldn't agree more. And so that's the definition of hedging bets. And so if I'm reading the tea leaves, which I think I am, I mean, I've been through this 1,000 times when it comes to Discords and groups and this and the other. It feels like, if I'm reading the people that seem upset, that you went all in on that one play.
Yeah, that is correct.
Don't do that. I mean,
people are going all in on fucking weeklies, which I've been saying don't fucking do. Come on.
This has to be, you know, mediated to the point where you can understand it has to be risk tolerated. So all in on one is stupid. But once again, I mean, I've been skeptical. I'm always skeptical. I live in Nebraska. I think anybody not from Nebraska is out to get me. Okay, so I'm a skeptical kind of person, right? You're all from the East Coast, West Coast, and I don't believe any of you. If you sit down with a calculator and you just look at all the King's trades, and I just don't understand how anybody could come up with any kind of math that says you're red. I mean, there's no way. I sat through, crunched them all. Iceman's crunched them all. He crushes. Okay.
Hey,
and we've also
Iceman.
posted. If you listen to anybody else,
Hey,
you might as well just be listening to Facebook.
What's up, guys?
Hey, on that point of the leaps, I posted. I mean, I went through the 110 plays that he's had since that room opened, and the winning percentage was 98%. The ROI per month compounding was 53%. There's no reason, if you're only playing the leaps, that you should be red.
And again, I think the number one problem in this Discord with the new members, I'm not talking about the old members, because we're all kind of tried and true, so to speak. It's the patience factor. They're buying a leap, they're going big, it's down big. 48 hours later, they panic sell. They weren't there for the win. You know what I mean? That's the only way. In my mind, that's the only way that you can look at what's going on here and feel like you're not winning, because you just didn't do it. You know what I mean? You didn't do it the way you're supposed to do it, and this, that, and the other. And we're all guilty of it. I've gone big on one play and got smacked. Have we all done it? Yeah. Are we all going to do it again? Yeah. I mean, it's nature of the beast, so to speak.
It's a learning lesson, guys. I mean,
this percentage is absurd. And we've all said from any other day, you can't look at every member chat, every trader chat, and take it as gospel. You know what I mean? That's not fair. I mean, all we're doing is basically illuminating our own positions. We don't claim to know anything more than the average guy. And some of us, Craig, definitely on that list, myself and I, we take big plays, guys, but we're in it to win it. So if it takes tomorrow, we'll ride that bitch to fucking zero out of pride. And that's not for everybody. I mean, it's just not. You know what I mean? And a lot of this is we pay for all those other services that some other people mentioned, and maybe we believed in one too much and this, that, and the other. But at the end of the day, we have a lot of reasons for what we buy and why we buy it. If you're looking for that overnight cajillionaire bullshit, it doesn't exist. I mean, it just doesn't. So we're all going to stress, if you're new and you have a smaller account, you should absolutely take the King leaps. That's it.
Nothing else. Don't even look at anything else.
That should be how you learn the system. That should be how you perfect the system. You know, and we've never said anything other than that from the beginning, which is kind of where it gets gray. Some people are, upset that, one of Craig's or whatever one of a random member's trades didn't go the way they wanted to go. Well, guys, I mean, all I can tell you is basically that we pay for the other people to tell us what to do, and sometimes that shit doesn't go the way we want it to go. I mean, there's no such thing as you pay $150 a month and you're gonna triple your account in 30 days. That's absurd. But know your risk. Play the long game. If your long game is 72 hours, this is not for you. But that's it. My rant's over. Other than that, I think SPAC Nation is under mass attack right now. I don't think this can last forever. And I think a rebound across the board, especially for the value-driven ones that are already, making money. I'm not talking about a company that wants to build a moon base. I'm talking about companies that absolutely make money today. I think there's some extremely high value targets going for pennies on the dollar. So I'm excited about the next month.
Hey, Dre Day, what do you mean? Where are you seeing people post wrong? Go ahead and just write that in the comments. I'm just gonna.
And
Zach, let me
also,
say-
sorry, go ahead, Craig.
No, I was gonna say, guys, one thing you guys need to know is there's a lot of other rooms, including Atlas, it's free and other shit like that, where they front run plays. So they load up and then they post everybody because they've got millions or hundreds of thousands of followers to buy their shit, and then they sell it and don't tell you. Anything that we say, there isn't one play that I've ever posted that I haven't taken, and I can almost guarantee. Well, I can't because some of you guys go too heavy, but I can almost guarantee you that I put more money into it than anybody else because I believed in the play too. And so shit doesn't go our way sometimes. Zach and I have been talking about it, and everybody else that we could see red, but we didn't think it would be 9 out of 10 days red, and tomorrow's probably going to suck too. I think Monday will bounce back, but we don't post plays that we're not taking ourselves with our own money. So if you guys are down, we're down. We're all in this together. We want everybody to fucking win. I mean, that's all there is to it. We do this shit for free where we could go to other rooms and get paid to do this, and we don't want to. We want you guys to make money where we're all a community. And today sucked, and yesterday sucked, and last Wednesday I was down 75,000 before the market opened because I have a lot of stocks. And what am I going to do? I'm just going to fucking hold them till they come back because they're not options. So we're all going through the mud with everybody else. But every play that we post, we take. We say their ideas because we're not financial advisors, but we're not posting them and not believing them enough to put our own money into them.
I will tell you guys one thing real quick. I told this to Caleb. Caleb agrees with me, but we are both down big right now, and I am convinced, and so is he, that we will be up. Well, our accounts will be the biggest they've ever been coming in the next month.
We thought 7 days ago our big purchases were great purchases. Today it's absurd. I mean, we're almost hitting the absurd level on some of these things that chuckle and laugh. Like, once again, know what you own. Pump and dumps, OTCs, take your own risk. I don't really fuck around with those every once in a while, but it's not much. But definitely know what you own and go for the value. At this point, guys, when the market's taking a massive hit, I really focus on the value-driven stocks. Speculative, I'm not really messing with right now. But companies that are in the green, absolutely going to be in the green, and I don't see any reason they couldn't be in the green. I mean, it's a great time to be a trader. I mean, who knows? And then we see, which I can't wait until we get those shirts and hats made, and then we see. In a few months, who knows where we'll be, but I'm pretty excited.
What are you guys playing right now? Director and Craig, what are you guys doing? How are you guys spreading your accounts?
What do you mean?
Sorry, go ahead, Craig.
No. What do you mean? What are we playing? What plays are we in? Or you mean, as far as what percentage cash
what's your
for stocks
plays?
or what?
Where are you hiding your,
I mean, I bought 100 shares of Amazon today, which is expensive. I bought 1,000 shares of Apple, and I bought 500 shares of Kathy Wood's ARK Fund. And I'm looking for them to go. Amazon is going to surprise us one day. It should have done it one time in the last 3 fucking months, and I have a 200-point day. But on 100 shares, if it goes up $50, I get money on it. Apple is a slow mover each direction. $1, $2. When it dumps $3 fucking dollars. It's not going to dump, $100 like TTD did. But I put 1,000 shares of Apple because if I can sit there and not look at it for 6 months, it's going to be 150 and not 120. I'm going to load up some of the SPACs that you and Zach are in. And I'm going to look to day trade more stocks, but not some of the low floats that we've been doing because they haven't even been working. Some of the more just solid stocks, and then if you get a dividend, you reinvest with DRIP and, buy some more shares automatically. But I'm going to start buying more of the blue chip stocks that are beat up right now. Facebook, Twitter, pins, apps, shit like that, because 6 months, a year from now, they're all going to be 20 to 40% higher. They just are.
So as far as my, we're about to say something. I'm sorry. Okay.
He's
So as
going
far
in
as
to take care of his little man.
I gotcha. So as far as my account goes, I'm holding about 90% of my stuff that's 2 to 6 months out. I have little to any weeklies next week, March. I mean, the closest thing I have that is of any value is like mid-April or late April. So, I mean, the next month is going to be rocky in the market, and I don't want to be a part of that. So.
And I don't know how long it's going to last, but I do agree with you. I mean, it's going to be rough in the short term here for sure. Like I do see some positive catalysts, but it's going to be a scared market, guys. So, like I said, tomorrow or Monday, if the market's if it falls further, don't whine because you're warned. There's no reason to think it's going up. Sorry, Corrector, keep going. My bad, buddy.
No, you're fine. I keep seeing people post comments about small accounts, whether it be in Trader Chat or here. If you have small accounts, you shouldn't be playing anything. Are you able to hear me?
Yeah,
I can hear you.
Yeah, you shouldn't be playing anything. If you have a small account right now, I mean, maybe buy stuff into the future, buy stocks, but don't buy anything that is a weekly or something that you think you can afford that's a lotto. I mean, I know back when I had a $2,000 or $3,000 account, and I was trading options 2 or 3 years ago. I was buying everything that was less than 30 cents, and it would all go to zero. So I would just hope that I would hope that it would go up. And the only thing that would ever go up was GE, which is why I mentioned it to Craig, because I used to love playing it. But I would say stay out of lottos. I know that they're super attractive because they're so cheap, but there's a reason they're that cheap. If you have a small account, play with stocks. Don't be playing with options right now.
Absolutely. And like I said, guys, if I had any advice for anybody, like I said, a couple of safe SPACs right now, but TDAC it was in 11s, SNPR 11s or 12s, something like that. I mean, guys, but they can't go lower than 10 because at the time of merger, they're going to give you the choice to buy it back from you at $10. So it will not go lower than 10.
I don't know.
We are so close to the bottom. I've told you guys before, I love buying SPACs at the bottom. That's my favorite place to buy SPACs because you don't see CCIV today, right? If you saw, I think that's probably got hit pretty hard. But if you SPACs that are way up, when the market goes like this, you just get hit so hard.
Yeah. And that's really, guys, we don't tell you about SPACs. I mean, I don't anyway. I've never seen Iceman do it. We don't chase. Once the rocket's left, if you're not on board, too damn bad. I mean, so we're buying these fuckers down at 12, 11, warrants way down there. Believe me, when it gets to the prices right now, we're sellers. We're not buyers. I mean, we got out of these positions, but we love them when they're this close to the NAV. Let me tell you, it's been a great year with those things, and we look forward to another great year with them. But again, it's seeing through the red. It's one of the hardest things to ever do is to buy something that you love. It's down big today, and you didn't buy. Like, well, fuck, if you liked it at 280, you should love it at 190, But, we all freeze up a little bit inside and just can't do it, and then you watch it kind of rebound back. But know what you own for sure, and, that future growth is important as well as value, the value of the company today. So if they don't make money today, I don't know what you're buying. I don't buy those companies. But I mean, I think in this week, depends how you look at it. Obviously, we all got burned. I look at it as such a great opportunity. And I mean, I load it up. I post what I buy all the time. And believe me, when I was telling people to buy, TDAC at 260 or 250 or whatever, and today I'm buying it at 190. So yeah, it hurts, but I mean, as of today, I own 26,000 fucking shares. So I mean, I came to play, and I'm a big believer in some of those positions. So it's tough. I hope everybody takes it like they should, and just understand there's no guarantees, and these big boy games, man. Diversify. We all do. And that the day I tell you I'm 100% in something, I broke every rule, and I should get massacred for it. So don't do that. Other than that, I think this is one of the best groups I've ever been in, and I look forward to some big gains. Again, I went through all of King's trades, and it's astounding what he can do. Every time I get my own idea, I almost get mad at myself now, because if I just would have followed King, I'd be in green pastures. So it's tough. We'll get through this week, guys, and this too shall pass. All right, that's it for me. I'm going to take care of my kiddos. See you guys.
All right, buddy.
All right, later.
Well, guys, anything else you guys want to throw in there? I mean, I know we had some comments in the room today. That's what I wanted to really address. I was stopping by Ostrader's house today just to screw around and have a beer after the bloodbath. But like I said, we're really confident. I think seriously in a month or two. And you can quote me on this. I'll touch back to you guys, but I think I'll be I think my account will be the biggest it's ever been. So
We got to stay afloat until then, man. That's all there is to it. Be smart.
right. Hey guys, so tell everybody in the room, don't expect a rippy day tomorrow. Don't overplay. Don't overtrade. Don't keep chasing. This isn't a fucking casino. This isn't a video game. This is your money. Be responsible for it. Be responsible for your plays, your account. I mean, this isn't. It's fun, but it's not a video game. Okay, that's my 2 cents on this.
Yeah,
Craig, you guys got anything you want to throw in there?
I'm good.
No, I was going to see if anyone had any questions in the chat, but it doesn't look like anyone's really talking.
Let's get back tomorrow. If tomorrow's shit, like I think it might be, we'll find some put plays. The one SPY one I did went 100% in 15 minutes today. Puts pay faster than calls. We always say that. So we'll look for some. There's one trader friend of mine who's pretty fucking good, and he's telling me I'm telling you tomorrow's gonna be a green day. I said, dude, I hope you're fucking right. I don't think it is, but he's like, I'm telling you, dinner's on you if it is. So if he's right, that's great. But we're gonna be prepared. We snow. I played some puts on it this morning, and then after I sold the puts, it ripped up $35. So shit can reverse really fast. But if we're looking shitty tomorrow, we'll find some put plays for everybody. That's it.
Yep. So somebody just asked, if tomorrow, or someone said if tomorrow's a dip, Monday will be very bad. That's not necessarily true, guys. It looks like the stimulus bill could run into voting over the weekend. It looks very unsure right now. You could see a real bloody day tomorrow still, and the stimulus passes, and we could start ripping next week.
Well,
don't assume what's going to happen Monday just because of tomorrow. What'd you say, Craig?
Well, check this out. So Zero Hedge is a very, very good follow on Twitter if you guys don't follow them. They're very Zero Hedge, HEDGE. Very good information. They have a daily cash balance sheet from the U.S. Treasury. They said they injected another $42 billion in cash today, $80 billion in the past 2 days. Once the massively oversold puke ends, everything will rip, which is what we're saying also. But it actually shows you the closing balance in trillions and how much money was deposited today from the U.S. Treasury. So last 2 days, they pumped $80 billion into the market, so to speak, behind the scenes. So it's on the verge of reversing. We just don't know what day it's going to be.
obviously we're both big believers. So I don't know. I just don't know how you choke this right now. I think so many big things are going on when it comes to A, medical, B, energy, C, cars, which
That's how.
I'm not the biggest. I'm not completely sold on the whole EV market, the whole Lucid and all these other ones. I'm on the fence, honestly. I think the safer play is the battery. Like, I don't care who wins the fucking EV battle. I just want to be on the battery play because they all have one thing in common: a battery. And last I checked, there's 3 people to make the fucking thing. So that actually make it. QuantumScape doesn't actually make a battery. Romeo Power doesn't actually make fucking batteries. I mean, there's only 3 companies you can actually buy one from today. If I bust out my Visa and I say, sky's the fucking limit, where can I actually buy a battery? There's only 3 companies I can buy a battery from. So,
Yep. And guys, THCB, that's Microvast. There was just an article on Alpha the other day. It was talking about the value. They estimate the value of that based on earnings per share that the other competitors are trading at. Puts it anywhere from a $20 to $40 stock after merger.
plus, they're brand new state of the art factory in Germany. So, anybody who's not familiar with labor costs, let me tell you, the one place you don't fucking build if you're concerned about labor costs, Germany. Outrageous. Through the fucking roof. There's only one reason you build there: strategic partnerships. If you look around Microvast
and deliveries, they're delivering in Europe. That's another big part of the.
If you look around their plant, 22 minutes away is Tesla's new giga plant. And let's go the other direction. You got Daimler Chrysler, you got Fiat, you got all the major players, and they're all right in the. So why would you build the most expensive labor force on the freaking planet? Because logistics.
Yep.
You can drive the battery there in 10 minutes. I mean,
But positioning, guys. So one thing, if you ever want to know or if you ever question Ostrich Trader, the guy does do his fucking DD. Tell you what.
it's stupid. This will be no, and it's not that we're a believer to the. I'm gonna buy this and ride it. No,
Yeah, don't fall in love with
No, no, no,
stocks.
no,
We talked about that.
no. Like, we buy it, wait for the pop. So this will be our 4th round trip on THCB. I mean, it's getting absurd how many times we've gone back to this watering hole. And I was done. I sold out at 24.50. You know, I was happy with where I was. And I saw it get down to the 17s, 16s. I was kicking myself. I wasn't in it on the 16s. I was like, damn, that's a pretty good price for this company, considering the future of where vehicles and all the stuff are supposed to go. And then it gets into the 15s. I'm like, okay, fucking game on. I'm back in. I thought I was completely done with this one, but at 15, this is fucking stupid. Today gets into 13.50 or something. It's ridiculous. So their new plant in Germany alone should be a major catalyst. That's why they needed this SPAC, was to get the capital to afford the labor for this new plant. I mean, it's such a sweet setup for Microvast, and TDAC is the lottery. It's literally
Lottery.com.
Yeah, lottery.com. Like Mega Millions, the billions, all this other stuff. All they do,
And they'll take a percentage of every play.
it's so dumb. They can't not make money.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you lose money in this kind of scenario is absurd. So, as much as we love SPACs, we don't believe in all SPACs. I mean, you saw me dump out of SOAC the other day. Big time. We had huge positions in SOAC.
I didn't know that, by the way. I held on to mine.
I did. I mean, they're going to pick up rocks at the bottom of the ocean and turn it into a battery or something. Okay,
Nickel.
You lost me. I'm out of here.
Yep. So there you go. So Ostrich Trader's out of SOAC, guys, just so you guys all know. But once again, it can't really go any lower from here. It's at 10:30. I'm holding it for a little bit longer just because it's already at its bottom, but that's just me.
I like value. I'm always going to go value. You have to be profitable. The Nicolas and the fucking QS, the QuantumScapes, and the now Deep Green or whatever the fuck SOAC is. That's just too speculative.
And guys, that's one thing I want to talk about real quick too. Before we go, I wanted to reiterate something on SPACs. What's really important right now, there is more SPACs already, more SPAC money brought in this year already than all of last year.
700 billion.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Okay, so the key here is going to be finding SPACs of quality. It's going to get flooded. So,
and if I may just chime in, the things that you need to worry about that we didn't, especially when it comes to Graph, which ultimately turned into Velodyne, we got murdered. fucking murdered on Velodyne. So you have to understand how pipes work and when they're allowed out of, their pipe investment and this, that, and the other. I mean, we were SPAC high at the moment, and we thought we found the bottom 10 times, and we just didn't. But those things matter. When the pipe can release their funds matters.
Yep.
How the warrants can get exercised matters. So again, when we stress the SPACs that we're promoting, we've gone through these things. Like, you don't have to worry about what about the pipe. That's why we're buying it, because there is no pipe.
Yep.
Like,
and guys, just as the corrector's point, he typed in the comments, but this is exactly the same. When the market tipped hard before the election, SPACs took a dump, and we panicked a little bit at that time. Well, I held on too long, and then did the typical sold towards the bottom. If I'll tell you what, our accounts would be double double our highs at least if we had just been patient and just rode it out on some of those. Because
wow.
But anyway, guys, all right, we're gonna let you guys go. It's 6:52. It's almost 7. Enjoy your night.
Go Big Red.
So
Later.
have a good night, guys.
Good night,
We'll be
everyone.
on tomorrow. Collector, you have anything else you want to throw in there? I saw you type something in the message board. You want to say anything, buddy?
No, I just wanted to say, I mean, this drop is very similar to the ones, in September and November. So we'll always have these drops in the market, and it's always a good buying opportunity.
It's hard to look at. That is the hardest lesson of trading, is to buy at the bottom. It's so hard to see through the red. That's a lesson that you're only going to learn the hard way, which we all learn, is just seeing through it, buying through it. You know what I mean? The other day I was down 25 grand in an hour, just buying through the red, knowing what I have though. You know what I mean? So, we're relying on retailers to panic, do something stupid, and really we're just trying to take advantage of that in this market. So if you're new, follow King. Don't follow us. That way we can't get blamed. And if you follow King, there's no way you're not rich.
Yeah. So all right, guys, have a good night. I'll do chart analysis in the morning, and we'll see how it looks. But like I said, don't be expecting big changes here.